UVM men, while not at full strength, probably not the debut they were looking for in their exhibition opener on Saturday.
Yeah, but you know what the good news about that is, Michael? It doesn't count. Last week we spoke with the men's hoop squad ahead of yet another season with sky-high expectations.
It has been a long 7.5 months since the UVM men's basketball team watched Maine come into Patrick Gym and hand them their first America East tournament defeat since 2021.
We haven't talked about it too much, but I think it's kind of unsaid that we have some unfinished business from last year.
Ending the season with that bad taste in your mouth isn't great. You know, guys that were here last year always talk about it. Can't let it happen again.
It was another offseason of dramatic change here in Catamount Country as Vermont looked to replace program stalwarts like Shamir Bowes, Larry Iofalia, and Nick Fiorillo with 8 newcomers.
Gus has been really good in the post. David Simon and Ben Michaels, 3 new front court players. Ben Johnson and Trey Woodyard have been really good. They've battled some injuries, so they're also getting up to speed. But both those guys have played a lot of college basketball, so their learning curve will be much quicker.
They even brought back a familiar face, Jackson Skipper, who spent last season closer to home at Oral Roberts before deciding to return to Burlington.
Just when the coaches reached out, players, alumni, I just felt like a lot of love and connectivity, honestly. So I felt like that was the ultimate decision right there.
But this Vermont team will be led by a pair of veteran guards, both preseason all-conference selections with the same initials as a first name.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. Sat most of last year. It was tough, watching us, not end up where we wanted to be, and just knowing I couldn't do anything to help him out there. So now it's just good finally to be healthy.
He's going to take away attention from the defense. Him and I think Ben Johnson in the same sense as another shooter. Just another guy that defenses have to worry about, and take some attention off of me.
Once again, head coach John Becker had to get a bit creative building a schedule. There are no Power 5 opponents on the slate, but there is a who's who of mid-major powers.
I wish I had a scheduling strategy. It's more like, can we get 15 teams to play us? I feel really fortunate that we got invited to the tournament down in Disney. It's being put on by the same people that put on the Myrtle Beach Invitational, where we had a good showing. We did pick up Princeton, which should be a good series, and Sienna's back on the schedule, and Northeastern's back on the schedule.
Obviously, the St. Mike's exhibition showed that the Cats still have some work to do.
There's a lot of newness, and we're going to see, the fans are going to see that early in the year. It's going to take a little while because of injuries. We haven't had the full team together for a practice yet, and thus, a lot of guys haven't got the reps they need to be up to speed and for there to be trust developed between the players.
We're not all the way there yet, I would say, but we're getting closer and closer each day. I mean, wouldn't expect to play our best basketball in November, more towards March, which is always our end goal.
But Vermont was yet again picked to cut down the nets in March. They know they need to continue improving to be at their best every night if they hope to live up to those lofty expectations.
Yeah, that is the message, that we're going to get every team's best shot every time. We have a target on our back being preseason #1 every year that I've been here. And teams know that. They come in, especially here, they come in really wanting to beat us. It's their Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, you said we're going to get everyone's best shot every single night. So, no matter if we're playing the second place team, or the last place team in the last game of the season, we're going to get everyone's best shot. So we just got to be ready to treat the season one game at a time and just keep going.
Cats with one more exhibition game coming up on Wednesday. They will welcome in former Vermont assistant Chris Santos' St. Anselm Hawks. They'll also play 2 D3 teams to open the regular season next week. Western New England comes to town on Monday, followed by Plattsburgh 2 days later. After that, 6 straight away from home with trips to Brown in Northeastern as the first 2 of that set.